again. Once again, this is Jazzy Life. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Today I am going to be giving you my experience at the restaurant that belongs to Peter from the Real Housewives of Atlanta called Bar One. I went to the one in Miami. It happened back in August. It's now November. I wasn't gonna talk about it. I actually lost a lot of my, well, all of my pictures and stuff. So I had taken pictures, but I had let it go. And then I saw this picture of Peter on the Shade Room on Instagram. And so it just made me think about it. And I'm sure there are people out there that are wondering, like, do I want to spend my money? Do I want to go there? And I am here to let you know what my experience was. We went to Miami for my best friend's birthday month. And this was somewhere that she really wanted to go. I mean, I know who Peter is. I've heard of him. I don't live under a rock or anything. But I did not know he owned a restaurant or anything like that, or more than one of them, to be quite honest. He actually has more than one restaurant. All right, but that's neither here nor there. First things first, we want to know, hey, what do other people think about this place? Because I just want to know. So we go and we read the reviews and everything, and it's me, my best friend, and my best friend's cousin, which is also my friend. And all of the reviews are pretty much saying, like, you know, you're paying for the ambiance, the food isn't all that great. It was saying, like, how the music was very loud, kind of like being in a bar. So after reading the reviews and everything, we're asking my friend, like, are you sure this is where you want to go? You don't want to pick somewhere else? You know, we don't want to be spending all this money and not be happy, you know. So my friend, my best friend, she was pretty dead set on going, which is fine. It's her birthday. If that's what she want to do, then that's what we gonna do. Okay. So we made a reservation for 8 o'clock, and we are using Ubers, okay? Because the Airbnb that we stayed at had very limited parking. And so when we got there, we found a parking spot. So we literally did not move our car or move her car at all. So we got the Uber, and we had went ahead and because our reservation was for 8, we went ahead and scheduled another Uber to come for, like, I think it was like 10:30, maybe like 10:45, something like that, because we were going somewhere else afterwards. All right, so first of all, we are trying to get pictures together, and there's a doorman out there, and instead of him just being like, you know, ladies, I can't take your picture, I have to stay at the door, or whatever the case may be, he just like turned his nose up at us and like didn't really say much of anything. Okay, so I'm like, I don't do rude very well. I really don't. I don't do rude very well. So that was like my first like red flag for me. Because you don't have to be rude, dude. You see us like struggling. So after that, we get inside. It's probably about a quarter till. So we knew we were gonna have to wait a little bit because we were there a little early, which was fine, you know, because we were in an Uber, so we didn't want to miss our reservation, so we got there early. All right, rambling. Anyway, long story Well, I guess I better make it a long story because I'm doing my whole face. Okay. But not long story short. So we found seats at the bar. And we grabbed us some cocktails. All right, so the cocktails were about 22 bucks each. And they were not strong. Yep, drinks were not strong at all. We actually sat at the bar. We did not get seated until 8:40. Yep, 8:40. It was almost an hour that we waited, and we had a reservation. We considered eating at the bar, but there were so many people waiting that had reservations, like standing over us because there was really no room. So we just, with it being COVID and everything, we really just didn't want to eat right there with all the people standing and hovering and everything. But, oh, and the drinks, when we got our tickets, we all got separate tickets, and there was a gratuity. There was a gratuity on the drink. So yeah, that was part A of that. So after all of that, we finally got seated, and we ordered our food. My best friend, she ordered the oxtails, and then I believe she got a side of greens or something like that. My other friend, my best friend's cousin, she got lamb chops, and then she also got a side. I think it was like mac and cheese or something. I can't remember what it was. And then I got the seafood lasagna. Okay, I love seafood. So I got the seafood lasagna. The seafood lasagna was like 50 bucks for that meal. And that did not, well, none of the sides actually came with the meal. The sides were extra. It's hard talking and trying to do this at the same time. I don't know where I'm going with this look. I'll get it together eventually. I don't even know where I was at. Okay. So my friend and, well, both my friends, they both got sides with their meals. Each side is $15 for a side, you guys. And they are not big sides. They are normal, regular schmegular size sides. So yeah, it took them about 30 minutes or more to get the food to us. They get their food, they're happy, right? They're good. Everything looks delicious to them. I'm so glad for them. My food, on the other hand, So this is, I'll show you a picture of what the ravioli was supposed to look like. Yes, you guys, yes. I said that was $50. I sure did. You did not hear me wrong, that little square. That's what it was supposed to look like. I had taken a picture of it, but they erased, so I don't have it now. But just imagine that picture, and then just imagine the top of it, this color. Yeah, that color right there. Black as hell. With it being 50 bucks, you know, I'm just like, surely this is not what I'm paying 50 bucks for. And anybody that knows me knows that I will do everything in my power to not have to send some food back because I be ready to eat. Okay. So yeah. So the waitress comes and I'm like, excuse me, love, is this what this is supposed to look like? Right? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe this is what it's supposed to look like? Which I didn't think so because we had just looked on the site and I didn't see anything that looked blackened like that. She's all like, oh, I'm new. I don't know. I'm not sure. You guys, if you're charging people, Peter, and if you ever hear this, I don't know if you will or not. I'm sure you won't, especially with it being me doing my makeup. But anyway, if you're charging someone excessive amounts of money for something, give those people what they're paying for. Like, why is it okay for the waitress to not know what the food is supposed to look like? Like, you're charging people $50+ for meals. Shouldn't your staff be trained? Or is that just me? Yeah. So she's like, I don't know. I can go ask. So yeah, she comes back and she's like, yeah, it's not supposed to look like that. Do you want me to take it back? No. For a $50 square of lasagna, yes. Yes, sweetheart, I want you to take it back and I want it done right. And that's not even normally me. Normally I'm just like, it's fine, you know, but for $50, you're charging people like this. It needs to come out right. Like, for $50 for a square of lasagna, like, why would your chefs feel comfortable sending that out? And they already know. They know what it's supposed to look like, surely. Surely. Or maybe they don't. I don't know. So yeah, so my friend, mind you, we've already waited 40 minutes after our reservation time to be seated. Then we waited to get the food. So my friends are like, I'm sorry, Jazz. Like, we're ready to eat. We're so hungry. I don't blame them, you know? I really don't. So I'm just like watching them grub like they are smashing their food. So I'm watching them grub. And I'm trying to stay in good spirits because of the reason we're there, you know, is for my friend's birthday. We're there for a happy occasion. Don't be a biatch about it. Like, but at the same time, your girl don't get mad often. But when I'm hungry, it turns to hangry, okay? So your girl was hangry at that point. All right, sorry you guys, I had to skip a few steps because this makeup look is gonna take a lot longer than the story. The story is actually almost over. Okay, so back to the story. Finally get my food, right? It's okay. I mean, it's definitely, I want to be nice because I don't want to knock anybody's hustle or anything like that. So I'm trying to find the nicest way to say it, but this is just my opinion, and of course he probably will never hear my opinion anyway. But I mean, it was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't nasty, but I mean, for $50 though, like, I feel like I just feel like it should have been more. Like, it just wasn't worth $50, you guys. And that's just my opinion. So after all that's said and done, it's time for the checks. trying to complete this story and this look, and trying to do them at the same time is not working. It's really not. And I feel like I might need a different yellow. Keep in mind that sides are $15 a piece. And I did not get one, okay? So we finally have eaten, gotten our food. It's time to pay. And she brings us our check. And we go, you know, well, the checks are separate. We're all gonna pay for our own food. You know, we don't wanna pay together. The young lady proceeds to tell us that they do not split checks. She can take 3 separate forms of payment, but she can't split the check. Anybody that know me they know that if I can't make it make sense in my head, then I have an issue. And this is one of them things, you guys, that I just could not figure out to save the life of me, like, make it make sense. All right, you guys, we're coming to the end of the video and the end of the story. I don't know if I like this look or not, but we finna make it work. Oh, better open it. So yeah, so she tells us that she can't split the check. So then she leaves us over there trying to, like, we're trying to math it out, to figure out who owes what. And I'm like, I know I owe 50 because, or, you know, like 55 or something, because I didn't get a side. So the rest of it's up to y'all. So we're like sitting there. She leaves us for a good little while, and then she comes back and we're like trying to give her our stuff, and she's all, she's like, so did y'all want to do separate checks? No, bitch, just go on. So we finally pay, and the girl comes and she, y'all, I swear, listen, Jesus. She comes over and she says, I just wanted to let y'all know that the gratuity doesn't go to the servers. She said the gratuity goes to Peter and the cooks. This is what she's telling us as we're like, as she brings us back our check and everything. And I'm like, and I'm thinking in my head, I didn't even get good service. Like, there's 3 people at our table. Why are you taking out gratuity on us? You took gratuity out on our drinks. Now you're taking gratuity out on our food, and you're telling us that the gratuity doesn't even go to the server. So yeah, you guys, that was my experience. I wasn't a happy camper. Now my friends, you know, they may have a totally different outlook on how they felt everything was, because they got their food on time. So they might have been happy with everything. But me, honey, no, I would not recommend going there to anyone. Every one of those things we read before we went was literally spot on, when it was like, you're paying for the ambiance, you're not paying for the food, like, because the food is not, I mean, it's not like to die for. So you're not paying for the food, you're literally paying because it's pretty in there. And if you just don't have money to blow, like if you just not trying to blow your money, find somewhere else to eat, y'all. Because when I say my lasagna was nothing special, it really was nothing special. It tasted like it came from like Red Lobster or something. You know what I mean? Like, It was very generic. It was nothing worth celebrating. Well, I didn't finish my makeup, but that's okay. I'll show you the final result. I'll show you my outfit. Got to do my edges and all that stuff. So thank you for watching. If you were thinking about going to bar one and you were having doubts and you just didn't know, that you got my opinion now, girl. So go take it as you will. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications so you can know every time that JazzyLyfe has dropped a new video. Thank you so much. Until next time, bye.